Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create Zoho CRM contact on contact form 7 submission. So I am an owner of a real estate agency and using contact form 7, I have created a form with the help of which I collect my leads data. Here what I want is that as soon as beneath the leads, a new form submission is going to be done using contact form 7. I want to create that lead as a contact in my Zoho CRM account so that I can maintain the data of all my leads that are generated for my business. And over here in this video, if I'm going to do this manually, then it will be very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I'm going to build a connection between contact form 7 and Zoho CRM with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create Zoho CRM contact on contact form 7 submission. So as an owner of a real estate business, I use contact form 7 on my website to capture leads details. And I use Zoho CRM to manage these leads simultaneously. By integrating contact form 7 with Zoho CRM, every time a new form submission is going to be done using contact form 7 by any of the lead, automatically that lead is going to be created as a contact in my Zoho CRM account, ensuring I have all the information in one place to act quickly and efficiently. And I'm going to create this amazing automation between contact form 7 and Zoho CRM with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the application that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select this Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right here. After that, you're going to land towards Pabbly Connect's dashboard. After landing towards the dashboard over here, in order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Create Zoho CRM contact on contact form 7 submission. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Okay. After that, over here it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I have created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select Zoho CRM automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Create Zoho CRM contact on contact form 7 submission, and you can see there are two windows in front of you. One says trigger, other says action. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as contact form 7. As with the help of contact form 7, I have created a form with the help of which I am collecting my leads data. I want that as soon as by the lead a form submission is going to be done using contact form 7, I want that Pabbly over here should capture the response of that in our trigger. And that is why for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as contact form 7. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as new form submission. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using this unique webhook URL, we are going to build the connection between contact form 7 and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, go and log into your contact form 7 account and open the form that you want to connect to Pabbly Connect. So this is the form, and now I want to connect this form to Pabbly Connect. Before doing that, what we have to do is from the left side of the panel over here from the section, go to plugins, and I'm going to click on this install plugins option right here. After coming to the plugins page over here, if I'm going to search for my installed plugins, I'm going to search for contact form 7. Okay, and you can see that I've installed this plugin contact form 7 right here and activated the plugin as well. Before connecting your form that you have created using contact form 7, remember to download this plugin. How you can do that? From plugins, go to this add new plugin, and from here you can install the plugin over here. Okay, as I've already installed the plugin, I'm going to go back to my contact form 7's forms that I've created, and you can see over here this is the form I've created in the name of lead form. Okay, and I want to connect this form to Pabbly Connect. In order to do that, as you could install the plugin, it says webhooks. Click on this webhook right here. As we're going to do that, over here it says integrate. Click on the send to webhook button, and for the URL field, paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After doing that, click on the save button to save the changes. It says contact form saved. Okay, so now as you can see, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether contact form 7 is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I am going to do the test submission of this form right here, and after doing the test submission, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test submission being done or not. For doing the test submission, I'm going to open the form that I've created using contact form 7. So this is the form over here, and this form is attached on my website, and using this forms the leads are going to be generated. Let us do the test submission of this form right here. Firstly, for the first name over here, I'm going to write it as Smart. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as Lead. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. And then for the email over here, I'm going to write it as smart123@pabblytudes.com. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit button right here. As I've done that, it says thank you for your message, it has been sent. As now the test submission is done, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the form submission. First name as Smart, last name as Lead, phone number the mobile number, email as smart123@pabblytudes.com. As now the form submission is done, this means that our trigger setup has now been successfully set up. As now trigger setup is done, we need to set up our action step. My objective is that lead that is generated using contact form 7, I want to create that lead as a contact in my Zoho CRM account. Now for that, we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as Zoho CRM, and for the action event, I'm going to select it as create contact. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, click on connect with Zoho CRM. A window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the domain. Okay, for having the domain of your Zoho account, for that log into your Zoho CRM account. To have the domain over here in the URL, you can see this is the domain, that is zoho.com. So I'm going to copy this domain from here, the zoho.com domain, and paste it right over here. This is my domain right here, and then I'm going to click on this save button. As I've done that, this window is going to appear in front of you, on which it is asking for the permission. So I'm going to click on this accept button. As this C process, my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button right here. As I've done that, you can see Zoho CRM has now been successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting over here, it is asking for us to select the lead source. As the lead source has been not provided in the drop down over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle this map button on and remove this existing data from here. And for the lead source over here, I'm going to write it as new form submission. This is the lead source. Okay. After that, it is asking for all these details, with the help of which we are going to create a contact in our Zoho CRM account. So for the data of these fields, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, this was the previous step, that is contact form 7. As I'm going to click on it, this is the response of our lead that was captured in our previous step. My objective is to create this lead as a contact. So for the data of this field, for first name, I'm going to select the data of the first name of my lead from my previous response. As I have selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I have mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the last name, I'm going to map the data of the last name. For the email, I'm going to map the data of the email. After that, it is asking for all these details. I'm going to skip the part. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number. Okay. For the mobile number also, I'm going to map the same mobile number right here. After that, it is asking for all these other details which I do not require. So I'm going to simply skip the part, and for the description over here, I'm going to write it as new lead. Okay, this is the description. Now I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right here to create the contact. As I've done that, we have received a response and the code comes over here success, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to my Zoho CRM account. This is my Zoho CRM account and this is the contacts page of this account right here. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I've refreshed the page, you can see a new contact has been successfully created in my Zoho CRM account in the name of Smart Lead. You can see right over here with the email address as smart123@pabblytunes.com with the mobile number. You can see right over here. The lead source is new form submission. You can see right here. If I'm going to further scroll down, over for the description, it comes as new lead. As now the contact is successfully created in our Zoho CRM account, this means that we have successfully created an automation between Contact Form 7 and Zoho CRM with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a real estate agency and using Contact Form 7, I have created a form with the help of which I collect my leads data. I want that as soon as any of the lead, a new form submission is going to be done. That is, I've set up this trigger over here for the trigger application. I've selected it as Contact Form 7 and new form submission. As now whenever by the lead, a new form submission is going to be done using Contact Form 7, over here the trigger is going to capture the response of the lead details. And using the leads details over here, a contact is automatically created in my Zoho CRM account by setting up this action step, in which for the action application I've selected it as Zoho CRM and action event as create contact. And using Pabbly Connect, I've built the connection between these two applications in this manner. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.